Good morning and welcome to this week's edition of the SPI Chamber Today Show. You won't believe where we are. You think this is sexy? Well, you bet it is, because you're going to find out today why we're standing in front of this big pile of concrete and why it's important to us here on the island. So, did you know that there's a reef here in the RGV and it's one of the largest reefs in Texas? Well, you're going to learn all about it today because we've got one of the founders from Friends of RGV Reef right here with us, Daniel Bryant, and he's going to let you know all the fabulous things that they've done and that they plan on doing to continue to increase the population of fish, which therefore increases the fishing in this area. I think you'll be excited to hear it. So welcome, Daniel.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So tell us about it.
I love all the energy. This is the RGV Reef location in the Port of Brownsville, where the port has donated these 2 acres of land, and we've got over 12,000 tons of railroad ties donated by BNSF Railroad. What this is behind us is the 4th deployment, staged up, ready to go. We're just waiting for a permit, and then we will start moving everything you see behind us offshore. The reef is basically 12 miles north of our jetties in 75 foot of water. It has had numerous deployments of different sorts, but 3 large deployments, and it's being studied by the UTRGV all the time, where they're doing actually a carbon capture research on it now. They're about halfway through it. It could be a very, very positive thing for all of us. So we've got some studies going on it. We've got all kinds of fishermen fishing on it. We're raising fish. We're catching fish. We're trying to make it more complex with the material that you see here. Not only do we have the railroad ties, we've got some other concrete piling down the way, which came from across the bay when they replaced all the power lines by the old causeway. We've got some silencers that came from Enbridge pipeline that came from across the way there that they've replaced. So we've got some more boats to put on the reef. We've got some commercial shrimp boat, as well as a commercial tugboat that came from the Port of Houston that is ready to be deployed. That'll make 8 and 9, I believe. So lots of exciting things happening on the RGV Reef.
Yes, it sounds like it. So when did this project start?
This project started, let's say, 8 years ago.
Okay. I
had 2 brothers, Gary and Bob Glick, call me on the phone and say, would you like to be a part of building a reef? Okay, tell me more. Well, Daniel, we've done everything we can do to figure out how to build a reef, and everything we're going to do is going to get us in trouble. So we'd like to try to get it permitted through the Parks and Wildlife. So we went to the Parks and Wildlife and asked them if they would permit us a reef in our local area. Not only did they permit us a reef, most reefs are about, well, this one's 1,650 acres. Most of them are about 150 acres.
Oh my gosh.
So it's quite a large reef. It's the largest in the state of Texas. It's got more material than all the other reefs put together on it. It's marvelous. It's beyond good.
And so all of this concrete and things, they have all been donated?
And even the time, a lot of the efforts that goes from the rail cars to where it's staged here has been donated by people like Sherman Lee. Donated his time, and he's stacked his stuff, he staged it. It's a good community effort, lots of people doing good things.
So from what I understand, the reef is there as it's a nursery. It's a place where fish go and make little baby fishes.
We're making little babies, probably $250,000 to $500,000 a year.
Wow.
And they're growing into very large fish. We are now catching the fish that we have raised that were born on our reef.
Nice.
We're well past that, to where we're introducing new fish, as well as giving habitat for the large fish. And small habitat for the small for the small fish is a cinder block. We've deployed thousands and thousands of pallets of cinder block out there. They make perfect condominiums for a family of 12.
Little fishy
Yeah,
condos.
condos.
For free, there's no rent.
So low structure, small fish, large complex structure, large fish. Any fish up on the continental shelf will be happy to use our reef.
It sounds like it. And what species of fish?
Anything up on the continental shelf, from a ling. We talk about the red snapper because that's what everybody wants to eat.
Sure.
And that's what the studies are about. They're snapper.
Okay.
But there's grouper, there's shark, there's ling, there's abundance of fish that you could catch on a reef such as this. It's in 70 foot of water, 75 foot of water. It's in state waters, just on the inside of the federal line, so that it's open 90% of the year. It's open to fishing. The federal waters seem to be closing about 10 months of the year, and for snapper, and the state waters seem to stay open for about 11 months of the year.
Nice.
So it's working. It's brought lots of fishing to our community. It was a kind of a dying thing, and we're trying to rejuvenate the whole deal, and it's working. I mean, there's boats being bought, people putting fish on plates in restaurants, and people are happy.
Sure. And there's a lot of fishing tournaments going on down here, and don't forget LKT, our 43rd.
I love the LKT.
Coming out.
It's a
first
great
of
place.
Yes.
LKT is a tournament that's perfect for the RGV Reef.
Yes. So that's why it's here. We want to make sure that our fishermen are happy, that they can continue fishing, and I believe that's actually where it started. You guys just wanted to find some place to fish.
We needed a place to fish, and we needed a way to do it that would be legal and work for a long time. Remember, we put this stuff on the bottom. It stays there. We don't have to cut the grass, paint the walls, pick up the trash. It's there for us to use for generations, and it's working. It's a successful
Sounds like
deal.
it. It sounds like it. So you said that there are some ships that you're getting ready to sink, and I know we're going to in a little bit we're going to take a little look at that. But tell us how you sink them.
Okay. First, we find a vessel such as a shrimp boat where they're no longer using it. We remove the motor, transmission, generator, anything that has liquid in it, liquid oils. Take the winches off of it. They can sell that for some kind of other boat or another project. Anything of value comes off of it. We take the superstructure down. We don't want anything fouling up in the superstructure, such as fishing lines or other fish. We cut out giant holes in the side where skin divers and divers can go down and utilize it. Then we put portholes through the sides of it. We seal it so that when we get out there, we have to fill the boat to a certain level, remove the porthole structures, and it goes down pretty quick. Within an hour, we could put a 70-foot boat on the bottom.
Oh, good.
We try to stand them upright. So far, we're 100%, but you watch. We'll get one on its side.
It happens. It happens. It's hard to control. But that's interesting because I have heard that people will go. You can go diving out there.
Absolutely.
I mean, the water's crystal clear, and you can see all kinds of species of fish. I bet it's just beautiful.
This time of year, the water's clearing up. There's a group of people that are skin diving regularly on it, taking pictures regularly. There's a whole group of divers out there on it regularly. So it's working.
How about snorkeling?
Certainly, it is. Most everything there is 35 feet below the surface, so snorkeling's not ideal.
Yeah, unless you want to.
That's right. You got to skin dive down to it.
Don't want to do that. All right, cool. Well, thanks so much. Let's go look at those ships that we're going to be sinking.
We're going to go look at some. We're going to go look at a shrimp boat that's ready to go down as soon as we can get a permit to deploy it.
All right, let's go take a look. All right, we're back, and just like we promised, we are here to show you the shrimp boat that has been donated that they are going to sink, and it's called the Defiance, and it's right here behind us if you can't see it. And if either of us fall in, Diana's going to jump in and get us. She says no. Anyway, so tell us about Defiance, and we're going to sink it and what all that looks like.
Well, once again, I'd like to thank the Chamber of South Padre Island. These ladies have put up with a little bit of off-road driving and out of the office work. The Defiance is a long-time shrimp boat of our local port. It's got a lot of history here, but it's run its course. You can see that the boat is it's a little bit behind on maintenance. The motor has been pulled, the transmission's been pulled, the generators have been pulled, the winches, anything of value has been taken from it. It's been, it's about 75% ready to go, 80%. It's clean. The tanks have got holes in them where we've gone inside and cleaned the tanks, the fuel tanks. The insulation from inside the ice hole of the freezer has been cleaned out. There's very little left to do on it besides put a tow plan together with our local Coast Guard and tow it out and let everybody come out and watch us sink it down to the RGV Reef. This will be a great habitat for our larger fish. We've got 7 out there now that are very popular. They're named. This will be the number 8 boat, and it will also be popular. It'll hold plenty of fish.
It looks like it. Now, you said that it's a permit. Is that the permit that you need from Texas Park and Wildlife?
This is a permit that the Parks and Wildlife will get from the GLO.
Okay,
and,
all right.
And it's a permit to, it's a deployment permit so that we can have the reef open to deploy into the reef. The reef is permitted to be there, but we can't deploy into it until they give us this permit.
Okay.
And this boat has some more cutting to do, where we'll make it to where divers can go down to it and dive inside the boat, look around. Once again, just a great tourist attraction, fishing attraction.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Well, this has been very informative. I hope you guys have found it informative as well. And if you need more information, or if you'd like to make a donation to help the Friends of RGV Reef continue on with their mission to increase the fishing here in South Padre Island, it's very important to our economy here on the island, both for tourism, for fishing, for providing the fish that go to the restaurants and so on. So the website is
rgvreef.org.
rgvreef.org. So be sure and check them out there. Make a donation if you can. So this has been awesome. Thank you so much. You're a wealth of information, and you did a spectacular job. He's kind of a little camera shy, but he did so great. So great. So thank you all also for watching us. Don't forget to come see us at our new office. Hey, and don't forget about LKT. It's going to be August 9th, 10th, and 11th here on South Padre Island. So come out and have some fish. Women anglers only. All right, so until next time, we'll see you later.
Thank you.